Welcome to the July edition of the Camden County Chamber Connection. And of course, this is made possible by MyDTC3. And we're real proud to be on MyDTC3, and that's real hard to say, too. I am Carolyn Motley, and my co-host is
Connie Rigsby. So we're glad to have you here in
July.
July.
Yes, we are. Is that believable? You know, you need to get ready for Christmas, I think.
Don't. You're going to scare the poor
It's
people out
halfway
there.
through the year. We need to start now, Connie.
Well, haven't you heard of Christmas in July?
I have heard of it.
Well, it's been hot. I think too hot for Christmas, but it makes our community have a lot of things going on because we have some special guests with us today to talk about things going on here in the Camden County area. We also want to make sure we remind folks that here at the Chamber, we're always open for ideas and would love for you to check in with us to see what you could do here in our little town.
We'll show you something to do. You just name something that you might like, and we'll show you what you can do here. We sure will. And of course, one of our guests today is Keith Reddy, and Keith and I are good old buddies. He's with WBRY Radio. And Keith, you have an event that's coming up that we missed last year, but we're going to do it again this year, and it's one of the favorites in the community.
I had enough people hound me, and I had no idea what it was.
Now be
and then
nice.
all of a sudden, I'm being good about it. I called and started talking and finding out a little bit about what this was. Every year, the radio station has put together the ladies' luncheon and the career women's luncheon. And this year, or last year, I guess, because of some personnel changes, we, I guess, dropped the ball. Well, this year we're picking it right back up again. And July the 27th, we're coming here to the Senior Center in probably this room. Am I right, Connie?
You are correct.
And we're going to present the women's luncheon. We're going to have a nice lunch, and it's going to be $15 to participate with this. We're going to have a speaker. It's not been chosen yet. There's been some feedback put out there for one. We're just waiting for feedback back. And we're going to give away awards in the Community Activist of the Year, Secretary of the Year, and Entrepreneur of the Year. And then you got one of my flyers Saturday at the Lions Club Horse Show. Did you get it spelled correctly? Because I got to looking, I'm thinking, I didn't spell entrepreneur correctly.
It doesn't
But
matter.
at
I
least,
sounded it out, and it all worked out.
that'll work. If anyone would like to participate by nominating the Career Woman of the Year or the Secretary of the Year, Community Activist of the Year, all they need to do is email Brandy. I'm letting her take care of all that.
Okay.
At brandy@wbry.com. Or you can call the radio station at area code 615-563-2313. To think of that number a little bit, because sometimes I try to confuse it with my own number. And talk to her and just let her know who you'd like to nominate and give her just a little brief description as to why. And what we'll do is we'll got a little committee together. It's unknown who it is. I don't even know who it is. Doug knows who it is. But we'll get the committee together. They'll pick out the winners, and we'll present those at the banquet, at the luncheon, I guess.
This is always a fun event. It is.
Yeah,
And it's this is a good thing to honor the ladies in our community that work hard. And there's a lot of them. You shouldn't be short of candidates because there's a lot of people that volunteer a lot of their time. There's a lot of people that work hard, even when they get paid for it, they work hard. This is a good event, and we've always had a big turnout for this, always have.
Yeah, I have to say I'm the past
You are.
Woman of the Year, and
You
I will
are.
have to say it was a very nice event. It's very nice for someone else to notice the things that you're doing, and so to get that of your peers, your other female peers in the community. It was a very nice ceremony and event. If anything, the food was good, the company was great.
That's
because
right.
you're with when you walk into the room, you're with all the ladies that are here in Camden County making things happen. So
That's right.
it's like a big kind of community get together. So
And some of them aren't making things happen, but they're going to push you on. They are. They're going to support you.
They are. If women don't do anything, they'll do that. But it's a great thing for office folks. If you have ladies that are working in your office or running your office and you would like to send them to this event, it's $15 a person. It's a great way for them to get out and network with other ladies that are in the community working. And as someone that has won that award, you've got somebody in your life right now that you know that's doing a wonderful job. Take just a few moments and nominate them for the good works and the good deeds that they have done, so.
And they don't have a talent portion, so
No,
you
no
don't have to worry about.
Well, you know, I didn't think of that. Maybe we
No,
could throw
no,
one of
no,
those
no.
in, you know?
Like you said, you're just gonna run with the ball, you're
That's
not gonna
right,
create a new
basically.
game.
I would say that would limit your field.
Yeah, we're gonna do this from 12:30 to 1:30. It's just a 1-hour lunch. That way, if people that are on the clock, they can take off and come, you know.
And that's, again, we constantly, even here at the center, I make sure all of our staff comes to this event because I think it's something to take a few minutes to honor them as women in their specific fields all over the community, so.
That's right. It's a
And
good
coming
thing.
up in August, because we're doing one for the women, we've got to do one for the men, right, Roger?
Right.
I think, yeah, I think
Now,
we ought to do one
that
for
will
the
be a
men.
first.
And we'll do a talent contest for that one. How about that?
Okay. We want to see that one, so.
The swimsuit part will
Swimsuit
probably
part?
be-
How about the legs, you know, we do a
Because they're
legs
naughty knees,
contest.
you know, we just
Yeah.
had one of those not too long ago, so, yeah, you can do something like that. But again, I'm really appreciative to WBOY doing that and getting that pull together. I know you work with a couple of other agencies that help sponsor those awards, and they
First
are.
National Bank, Stones River Hospital, and the Woodbury Insurance Agency
Yeah,
will be sponsoring the awards.
so that's always a nice thing for them to do, to
is.
honor the folks in our community.
It is.
Well, get your tickets, $15, go ahead and call, and I'm assuming
Yeah,
for
call the
tickets
radio
too.
station, or you can purchase them at the door, but if you can give us a heads up on,
It
that way
helps
we
on
know
the
how much
food,
food
doesn't it?
to
Yeah.
prepare, so. And I'm not making the food. I'm not cooking
That's a good
anything, not doing anything like that, so.
It's not a sack lunch.
It's safe, it's
Not a sack-
safe.
it's not a sack lunch for that. Well,
That's right.
thank you, I appreciate that. I think it'll be fun. Once you've gone to one, you'll remember it and want to do it every year.
Yeah, you do. It is a lot of fun. It's
How about
interesting.
2 every year? Because like I said, am I gonna do one for the
Well, I
men? Do you
don't get
think
to go
I'll?
to the men's one, so, and we've never had one before.
But haven't men come to the ladies' luncheon though?
On occasion.
Yeah, in fact, I've got a guy that's going to be doing the prayer before the lunch, so,
On
There's usually
occasion,
end up
we've
being a
had
few
some
men.
men come to it, yes.
okay,
And of course, Woodbury Insurance, Travis, I'm sure will be here,
yeah.
you know, so,
Anybody's
That's one of
welcome,
those
although it's
places.
primarily for women. Anybody's welcome to come.
that's right. Just
Well, that'll
let
be
you
a
know
fun-
ahead of time.
Right.
All
Well, good,
right.
I think that'll be good, and of course, it couldn't be into July and kind of running into one of the big events that goes on in the big town or big country of Cannon County, but Auburn Town has their Red Apple Days coming up in
Coming
1st of August.
August 3rd and 4th.
So we want to get you in on the July taping so that we can have all the information so they can get ready. Roger Turney is here, still active mayor,
Yes, ma'am.
and it sounds like coordinated person over Red Apple Days.
Helping anyway.
Okay, that's good. So
we
tell
do.
us what's up for
All right.
grabs for
Well,
the
we've been
event.
doing this now since 1976, so this is 36 years we've been doing Red Apple Days, and it gets a little bigger and better every year. We'll start Friday night, August the 3rd. That's usually our gospel night. We'll start off with about 5 o'clock there in the park with Billy Moeller Gospel Group. We've got Harold Duggan and other groups that perform that night. And then we'll roll the sidewalks up like we normally do about 11 to 12 o'clock. Roll them back out Saturday morning. We'll start at 7:30 with the Red Apple Run. And the Lions Club, we've been doing this now since 1981.
It's a
We'll have
5K, right?
5K run. We have expecting a big turnout this year. We're the only run that I know of anywhere in the world that you can run 5K at that time in the morning. When you get to be fed all-you-can-eat fish meal as a part of the price for coming.
Fish at 8
And-
a.m.
And it sounds like, oh, who would want to do that? But you'd be surprised. We have a lot of people come just for the meal, for the run, have a great time. As I said, it starts at 7:30 for the run. We'll have a little fun run after that for some of the younger ones and those that don't feel like going quite the 5K. We have a 1.25 mile run. The fish will be ready to serve as soon as we get through. This is also the first Saturday of the Lions Club, that we have our fish fry every first Saturday. So we'll be serving fish there in the community center all day long. It's $20. That includes your meal and a t-shirt. Can't get a deal that anywhere. Then at 12 o'clock, we'll kick off with a parade. That parade starts down at the Wilson County, Cannon County line. We'll parade through town at 12. And then all during the day, starting about 1 o'clock, we've got Amy saying the Cloggers, and we've got different groups still singing in the park all day long. All kinds of activities going on there. There'll also be activities for the kids. We've got the bouncy bounces and things like that for the kids. a
You
lot of
have
craft
vendors
booths.
too, yeah.
There'll be craft there, food booths, and there'll also be a cornhole tournament again. That starts at 3 o'clock. There'll be a volleyball tournament, starts at 5. There's just all kinds of great activities. We still have a few open spots. If somebody's got a music group or if they think they're a talent, they want to come out, call Tina Fletcher at 464-4462. She'll line you up and see if we can't get you on stage there too. And just in case, you know, the weather we've had, it could be hot, it could be raining, just in case adverse weather, Greg Goff with Exit Realty has provided us with a gigantic tent so we can all get in out of the sun, get in out of the rain, whichever the case might be. And hopefully it'll be a nice weather, and we look forward to a great weekend. We invite everybody in Cannon County and surrounding areas to come over and join us.
It's just a lot of fun.
It's a big
It's a
time.
fun event, always has been. You know, it's a small community, but if everybody comes over there, they can make a big community out of this.
Sure.
They can make it as big as they want. can't they?
Right. In fact, you know, we like to pride ourselves in the fact that we are the largest city in Cannon County.
Well,
Now,
you're
most
the
people don't
only
realize
city
that.
in Canada.
Well, see, Woodbury is a town. Auburntown is a city.
city.
It is the city
You're
of
right.
Auburntown. In fact, we are the only incorporated city in the Cannon County. So if you really want to come to the big time, come on over to Auburntown and we'll show you what a big city life is like.
We're moving our radio towers there next year. It's in the city.
Because it's in the city.
That's in the city, that's
You
right.
have to make claim to whatever you can make claim
That's
to.
right. You gotta latch on there.
Get it
You
and run
do.
with it.
What are some of the other things, Roger, that you have in the big city of Auburntown
Well,
during the year?
as I said,
That's
no.
not the only event
Oh,
you
no.
have.
As I mentioned, every first Saturday, and we've been doing this now for, I guess, about 35 years, the Lions Club has been having a fish fry every first Saturday. And that 35-year period, we have missed 2 Saturdays that whole time. So we're pretty regular. We're there. We're cooking. A lot of people come out for that. Of course, we were joint sponsors with the Fireworks Show, which was a great success on the 3rd of July this year. We also sponsor an Easter egg hunt. We had hundreds of kids come out this last year at the park. And we just try to find things to keep people in the community involved. It's a great place to live. And we might have a few vacant houses. If you get a hold of them, we might find some place to live. If you're reputable, we just don't let anybody come in. We screen
You're
check
very
everybody.
picky, aren't
We
you?
do a background check of anybody that moves in the community.
Now, did I read right where there's a house that's in Auburntown now that they're using to show movies?
Right, the McKnight House, which is a historic house built there right across from the community center. I believe it's the second Saturday of every month. They're going to start showing movies on the lawn. It's free. Bring your blanket, lay out in the grass, and watch some famous movies.
I think that sounds like fun.
It
They,
sounds
now,
like
they do that in the big city in Nashville.
Yeah, but
So
you know,
the big city in Auburntown is
well,
going to,
our grass is nicer and
I
all.
bet it may be.
I bet it is. It's not concrete, is it?
Well, everything's looking a little dead right now. Excuse me, grass anywhere has got a pretty shade of brown and orange.
But
But
no, that'll be-
hopefully the rain will change that.
It's starting to
And
look better
I
already.
think this is fun. And also you, along with that, they're going to be serving some refreshments too.
Yes.
Now, that's not to take away from our drive-in here in the town of Woodbury,
Right.
because we do have a drive-in that has 2 screens. And of course, we welcome a lot of people into the area because that's a big draw. But Auburntown is not going to be outdone. They will have movies on the lawn, 2 movies, right?
Double feature, yes ma'am.
You can go watch your new movies at the drive-in, go watch your old
Old
movies
movies
at the lawn. There you go.
Oh, that'll be good. I think that'll be fun.
Hey, the more you have, the better it is.
Yes, ma'am.
That's
That's the
right.
way I look at it.
Well, thank you, Roger. I really do appreciate it. I know there's lots of fun things coming up, and for you, if you've never been to a Red Apple Days, this is your first year, go out and try. You may be a runner. You may want to go and listen to some of the music. You may just want to go and hang out with some folks
You
and see
may
the
want
beautiful
to go
town.
sing or something.
You may have some
Right.
talent,
We
and I
can
need
take
some
care of you.
talent.
Do you need any vendors? How are you booked up on the vendors?
Pretty
part?
well set, but if someone still needs to, if they'll contact Tina, again, at 464-4462, she's in charge of that, and we try to be restricted. We don't want 15 people selling snow
Right,
cones, so we
right.
try to make sure that if you come, that you're gonna be the one that's doing that and not 15 other people just like you.
Right.
So we're restricted. But we still have a few spots open.
Now, you guys, the last couple of years have had some good barbecue vendors. Is
They have
that
been
gonna be the
great,
case
I'll tell you.
this year? Are they coming back? Are they coming back?
I think so.
Okay, good. I'll be there both days, just mouth water and barbecue, awesome stuff, yeah.
Well, we appreciate it, and Carolyn, I mean, it never ceases to amaze me of all the different things we do have going on here in the community, and the folks that we have, and
You know, when I hear people say, well, there's never anything to do, they're not looking around.
Open your
They're
eyes.
not looking around. They aren't. We have lots of things going on. You mentioned one of them, Roger, that just finished up the fireworks
That was
show, and
fantastic.
that, of course, that was iffy for all communities this year because of the dry weather, but that's been a great event. What was this, the third,
This
fourth
is the
year?
third year.
And that's been a great event, a good fireworks show, lots of fun, great place to have it. You know, you can park all over Woodbury and see that show. You don't necessarily have to go down there because you can see it anywhere.
And they've done so much work over at the area over there, cleaned off the banks, the river. And, you know, we had folks that were coming in early, and they get down and fish for a while and have a picnic and then sit around and wait for it to get nice and dark for the fireworks.
You
So-
know, another event that was new this year that I remember, and that was the a fishing tournament where they turned loose the fish in the river right there and had the children come in and
Is it a-
with their
Did
dads
they call
and
that a
fishing.
rodeo? Was that the fishing
Yes,
rodeo?
it was. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and, you
And
know,
the game
nothing better than
department
that.
did that. Yeah, they love to fish. Well, I figured a few bass boats would show up for that event, you know. But that was a good thing. And then, of course, the Lions Club just finished up the horse show, which, from what I've heard, I was there that night. I didn't get to see much of the horses, but that we had a big crowd. And they say that it's one of our better ones.
It was. We
that we've
had
had.
322 horses, I believe, one of the higher numbers that we've had in the past.
39 classes.
And you say you didn't see horses. Now, make sure people out there understand there were plenty of horses there. You were just so busy selling ice cream.
Well, I was behind the stands. They needed I'd see a horse's head or its rear end go by every now and
Well,
then.
there was
That
one
about
spot where
as
this
close as
woman
I
got
got.
on a horse and she was turning it to leave, and I don't know if you heard the radio broadcast, but it was headed toward us. The horse's hind legs fell, and the horse got spooked, and it was headed toward the pavilion. Of course, it wasn't going to hit me. I was out of danger, but it was going to mow over Bruce and all the rest of them. PA system would have been gone, but they got it under control just in time before it went toward the parking lot, and they had to close the gates. But you'd have been almost able to see that horse, I'm sure. If that had
Yeah,
been
he
going.
might have been there in the ice cream tent. Well, we sold out of ice cream. Let's put it that
They
It
way.
was
sold
hot
out of
enough to
everything.
sell, sold out of
Yeah.
everything in the concession stand. I worked the concession stand, and we were out of drinks. We really did have a really big night. Folks from states and states away came in and brought their horses in. Of course, beautiful animals. Lots of folks put a lot of time and care into that, so it was
Oh,
a big
yeah,
event
that
for the
is.
Lions.
I don't know if you have this on your calendar, but we might want to mention the SAFE program is doing one on the 21st of July, and they are going to get started at 6 o'clock in the evening. And I have not talked to Lisa about this, but I noticed on the sheet that she sent me, there's 33 classes.
Now, that's an open show, right? That's
Right.
spotted horses.
Right.
And, if you've got a family horse, bring it on down because they're going to let you in. So this is a good
And
thing.
kids
though.
can still bring the stick horses because the stick horses, that's what
That's
I'm
always
going
a
to bring.
fun event.
I'm going to bring that and
That's
then,
always a fun event to see
Interesting,
the
yeah.
kids try to do the stick horses
if I
all
can
the way
win 'em.
around.
You got one?
no, I'll find one. I'll make
I'll
one
just
up.
bring a broom.
There you go.
There's some
That-
to get out there with their brains.
By that time, somebody will ask if I'm flying away on it, that's what they'll expect.
Well, that'd work too, I guess. That'd be okay. Well, we thank both of you for being with us today, and we're always glad to showcase any events in Cannon County. So anytime y'all have any, you just need to let us know, and I see you every week, so
Yeah, you see me
you
every
can
week,
let me, you can let me
or
know.
every couple of weeks, whenever we can.
I didn't do Keith justice. Connie had to be out, and he helped me, or he co-hosted a show for me, and I don't believe I let you say 2 words during that.
Well, I've more than made up for it today, hon.
That
I got my shots in. I got my shots in.
Well, thank you.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Uh-huh, thank you.
And so, you know, as we look around and we talk about the different events, there's always some type of event, that we do, that we're asking folks to come in and have a seat and join us for other activities that we have going on in the community. And we have Miss Mindy Gunner from over at First Bank here with us today. And Mindy, I hear that you're doing some fun things, maybe with the bank, but also with a group that I am very proud of, called the United Way.
Yes.
And so, kind of give us a little bit of information on what you're doing, and give us some ideas of how we can help support you.
Okay. Well, for the month of August, we are going to have these little T-shirts up around several businesses in town. And, you know, it's donation. You can give $1. You can give more if you'd like. But all the money will go to our county agencies, which you may have to help me on this, but I know y'all, the Senior Center
is,
gets it.
yeah.
SAVE.
Child Advocacy Center, the UT Extension for their 4-H camp.
And the Girl Scouts.
And
I
the Girl
believe.
Scouts, I believe, are all agencies here in Cannon County, so.
Yeah, so we're really trying to get the awareness out that United Way is here in Cannon County, and that we do want to help, you know, our community, and I know that it helps y'all out.
We
and-
did. In fact, just recently, it was announced through United Way allocations campaign that the Senior Center will receive $25,000 from United Way. In fact, they are one of our largest supporters of the programs that we do here, even larger than our county and city, even larger than our state and federal, even larger than some of their other organizations that help us with. So they are a big partner with the Cannon County Senior Center, and they do wonderful things, not only in Rutherford County, but in Cannon County. If a family needs some assistance, and it doesn't have to just be seniors, it can be young people, it can be kids, it can be families, it can be folks that need assistance with loved ones. There's so many programs out there that are supported through United Way that affect most families here, not even just here in Cannon County, but here in the area with Rutherford and Cannon County. So I think this is a special, I'm excited that some of the Cannon County businesses are taking part, and it doesn't take a lot.
No,
You know,
I mean,
one person adds,
you can
do
give
$1.
$1 and, you know,
Get a T-shirt
put
on
someone's
the window.
name, get a T-shirt up, and, you know, if everybody gave $1, just think about how much impact that would help, you know.
And those local
So-
funds do come back into the community. You know, folks can designate their funds. Even if they want to do more than that, they can designate straight to different areas, or it goes back into raising funds here in Cannon County. United Way is, you know, a very good organization to work with for us, because one of the things recently, we have folks that come here and look and make sure we're doing what we say we're doing before we receive those funds. So I'm glad that First Bank is participating. Is there other areas, other places?
We're still in the final stages of it, but we think all 3 banks are going to participate. We're going to try to get some of the bigger stores in town, some main locations, you know. So just keep an eye out, and you can feel free to ask about them.
And live united.
Yes.
Thank you, Ms. Mindy.
Thank you.
Now, Miss Mindy, let me ask you one other thing
Okay.
while you're still here.
Okay.
Putting this aside.
Okay.
First Bank gets involved in a lot of the community. And what are some of the programs or new programs that you have at First Bank? Do you have any that are being initiated right now or have been? I know
At
you have.
the bank, like bank
Right,
programs?
right, banking programs. We don't give you a flood here, huh?
Well, we still have our First Rewards account, which is
Okay.
the one that pays you interest, and you can go to any ATM nationwide, not nationwide, but, you know, within the state,
Right.
and get your ATM refunds back. And it's still a free account. We still don't charge for debit cards, and
That's
we're,
great.
we're,
You
we're
ha- you
still
had a
maintaining
savings
loyal.
program, initiated, I guess, toward the younger set.
Yes,
the
yes. No, we
piggy
do
bank.
have, right now we have a limited number of books, and I wish I'd have brought one. But it's called 3 Cups, and for anybody that opens a savings account right now, a minor savings account, we'll give them one of those books.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's a
And
very
that's
nice
encouraging
book.
young people to save money.
Yes, Yes,
And older folks.
yes, yes.
Maybe
Start them out
not.
young, maybe if they start out young learning how to save, they'll continue to grow and save in the
time
future.
goes
So,
on.
yeah. Well, thank you. I think this will be fun, and for those folks out there, if you want to get your name on one of the United Way t-shirts, or go by Mindy and see about some of their banking needs.
Well, the money that you give to this is going to come back to this community. So that's one good thing, because you can give as much as you want. It's just the minimum is $1. And like I say, I'm sure that almost everybody has someone in their family that is touched by one of these organizations. So any money you give is going to be given back into these different organizations within the community, and you know where your money's going. You're not paying Mindy a big fee to do
No.
this, or Connie. They're doing this out of the goodness of their hearts, so
Yeah.
this works.
That's
Yes.
a very good thing. So, but yes, good things going on. And again, you have to work together with folks in your community to make everything kind of go around. So I appreciate everybody for thinking about that in the future. And so yes, we got to get our own T-shirts. I have a Live United T-shirt that in fact, today I have a couple of staff people going down for training on how to make sure that they're speaking on behalf of the United Way correctly. And so I'm here with you, and I've sent 2 folks down there to go through a good 2-hour training class for them. So,
All right.
yeah,
Well, everybody needs to be trained.
on something, right?
Mindy, we thank you.
Thank
for
you.
being here, and I have another guest
All
out
right.
here that's
Thank
got
you.
to take, and the next
Okay.
time you're involved in something, let us know.
Yeah. So we have another, I guess this is new. Is this not new?
It is
This
new.
is a new program. It's called We Care Cannon. And we have 2 special guests with us here today that are going to tell us not only what this program's all about, who it represents, and how maybe it got started. So,
And you think about this being July, and this, of course, the school year is quickly approaching.
August 1st for most
Yes,
schools.
and so we're not too early to be talking about starting school, and which to a lot of parents at this time, that can be a costly event. So these gentlemen are here to talk to us about a program that they've started this year that's going to help you with that.
Yes, I'm Ron Poston, and this is Reverend Hunter Hay, and we are representing We Care Cannon, and We Care Cannon is it's affiliated with Cannon County Youth Dream, which a lot of people are familiar with that, and we just kind of wanted to come up with something that would help the underprivileged in our community with getting back to school. And not only that, but we wanted to kind of broaden that into more than just school supplies. So several of the dentist offices in town, Smile Creations, I think Dr. Deason, and then Woodbury Medical Center, they're going to be doing free physicals and checkups for the children if they've not been in the last 6 months.
Now, this is even dental checkup, right?
This is actually physical, dental, and vision. Okay.
All
In addition, we're going to have haircuts, and then we've gotten Souls for Souls, which is a company a lot of people are familiar with, to donate 700 pairs of tennis shoes. So it's a large undertaking. It's more than just backpacks and school supplies, even though that is a bigger cost.
That too, aren't you?
Absolutely. Hunter, anything else that I'm leaving out maybe?
Can I see that diagram? I want you to know that they did not take a picture of me for this particular diagram right here. And if you see a business that has this in the window, they are supporting We Care Cannon. And we've gone around to various businesses. Some businesses have given $100, some have given $1,000, and we have churches involved. We have 3 churches involved, but we're not necessarily naming churches. We are naming businesses because that's appropriate. But the goal is holistic ministry. How do we as a community put down denominational issues, look at children's eyes, look at their ears, check out their heads? Legendary Haircuts, Chuck Haynes is going to be there to cut hair. Tangles is sending people to cut hair. We are just very blessed as a community This idea germinated from a Bible study that took place among 3 men in the morning, and the men were trying to find a way to do something that would speak to folks who may not be able to speak for themselves in a holistic way. Backpacks are important. There's no W-2s. We're not checking people's numbers at the door. We just want to care for people. But hopefully, dental checkups, vision checkups, there may be some people who have not seen a doctor in a little bit. And how can we
Oh, I'm
take
sure
them
there
along?
are. I'm sure
And starting school is a big thing for not only the parents, but for kids. You know, they want to be there and they want to be ready for that first day. So the haircut, I think, would be something that would be a special thing to make sure that that's all tidied up and ready to go. And then, of course, the health issues. Some of those children may have not ever been to a dentist or to a doctor. So.
Yeah.
You've
have,
got people who are gonna get excited about the shoes.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
they are.
You do, and we also, when I was a kid, we wore underoos. I don't know if you've ever
I
heard
was
of
afraid of
underoos.
what you
Yeah, you know, Spider-Man and all these things on your underwear. Well, we are having Undy Sunday at First Baptist Church this coming Sunday. We are bringing all the underwear we can for these young children all the way up through high school, and we want to hook them up with underwear. First Methodist is having an underwear day too. So,
Well, I know the Girl Scouts are having a sock
Yeah.
day.
So
that
Undy
we're
Sunday,
gonna
now, it took some
contribute socks.
explaining this to make sure everybody was
and
completely aware
here
of
was the
exactly
deal.
what you were doing.
You don't see some Baptists squirm in their pews and start talking about underwear, you know?
Yeah. And when you have to say clean and then original packaging, that's the crusher right there. But the Baptist and the Church of Christ and the Methodist are piling in together, and I'm so excited about that.
I think that'll be a wonderful
Oh,
activity.
I
I'm
think so
very
too.
grateful, and a lot of our local
God is God.
businesses, absolutely. So,
We are planning for 700 children. So if you, and the only stipulation, they have to go to school in Cannon County. And this is, although we want to help everybody we can, we're focusing on Cannon
Well-
County students, so don't bring the Warren County.
I think one other thing we need to specify too, you can't come as a person and take a truckload of this stuff home
That's
to
correct.
distribute. The children have to be with you.
Yeah.
If you're coming with a child and they need backpacks or haircuts or checkups, everybody needs, like I say, they're not checking your W-2 at the door. So, bring your children or your grandchildren, but bring the children. Don't just come and
Yeah,
say,
the-
well,
the
I have
children,
5 at home.
That's
You
right.
know,
They're, the way we're doing that is when they come in, they're going to register with their particular principal at each school. So we're going to have Short Mountain, Auburntown, West Side, all the different schools, and they're going to register one to make sure that they are a student. And then they're going to go through the different stations and they'll pick up their backpacks, they'll pick up their shoes, they'll pick up their school supplies, their paper, the crayons, everything. So it's kind of be a little scavenger hunt for the kids too, which will be, I think they'll have a
They
good
will
time.
be excited.
So it's going to help the parents and the kids will have fun too. So.
And there's nothing worse about getting kids excited about going back to school. Ready, whole body to learn and be ready for the year. So I think that's,
And I think, and
Kudos
I
to
think
that.
some excitement is needed about that. I
Yeah.
think kids that are first starting school are excited anyway.
Sure.
Because they, they're starting school and they're like, well, maybe not all of them. I remember substituting and there were a few that weren't too happy. But
Yeah.
anyway, I think this is good.
and I'd say
Yeah.
there's a few parents
you
out
could
there
have
going,
this.
is summer over yet?
Yeah. I mean, school starts, first week of August? So
It does.
our event is on July 29th. It's at 5 o'clock. It's on the Sunday afternoon, and we did that on purpose.
Now, wait a
because,
minute, is it from 2 to 5 or does it start at 5?
Starts at 5.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was from 2 to 5. Where did I get
yeah, our
that?
papers say 2 to
Or
5.
does it?
Oh,
Okay.
Our papers say 2 to
Well,
5. Now,
I am wrong.
Ron is certainly not in error. It ends at 5, but it starts at 2.
Yeah.
So we
Sorry.
want to start in the middle of the afternoon, and it's first come, first served
So-
for everybody who's going to be there. So, but we're asking for a nice orderly line. I know this will be a hotly attended event. I mean, Ron, speak to us about where we are financially.
Well, our original goal was $21,000 is what each backpack cost about $30, and we were hoping to do 700 backpacks. So 21,000 was the original number. We've kind of scaled that back. Our goal is 16,000 now, and we've raised a little over 13,000. Okay, so we're we're almost there. We've got, what, 3 weeks for the event. So we think even if we just have to go with what we have now, we're going to be fine. We've actually got a lot of the supplies already ordered and sitting here ready to go.
A lot of these are donated, the medical, dental,
Yes, ma'am.
vision, haircuts, those are all donated.
That's correct.
items
Yes.
By those people.
That's all donated, and that's part of the reason why we're doing it on Sunday is this when these professionals have said, hey, we can donate our time. So,
Yeah.
otherwise, if they have to come in through the clinic and stuff, that creates, billing.
But this
So,
is a great thing, because like Connie said, there's probably a lot of children out there, and not because the parents are neglectful to them.
Right.
A lot of times, they just don't have the money to go have this done.
Sure.
It
Well,
takes
if
a
you've
lot of
got-
money
It
to
is.
start school. It
Well, yeah,
does.
if you've got 3 or 4 kids, I mean, you're talking,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of cash, especially if you got to get them some clothes and their haircuts and their physicals. And, I mean, this package, it's probably a $250 package
Oh,
minimum.
yeah, at least.
With what we're providing. So, and it's all free, and it's great that a bunch of Christians got together and can do this, so.
Oh, I think so too. I think you should all be commended.
Yeah,
for
well,
this. The doctors, the people that are volunteering.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm not a doctor and I don't have any, well, I have a couple of pair of extra shoes, but they're women's. I'd be glad to help with this event. I mean,
Well-
I would volunteer to help with this
Yeah,
event.
and we're looking for volunteers.
Yeah.
We will
Okay.
need help that day with ushering people around.
Hey, I can do that.
yeah.
And I can mingle real
Yeah,
good.
and I think that's a part of behavior modeling. How is it that everything we do in our lived life shows Christ and how we act?
Oh, I love helping people.
If
I
you do want to help with, Hunter was saying we do need volunteers. Myself, Michael Thomas, Aletha Thomas, and Daisy Gannon, or Hunter Hay, you can get in contact with one of us, and we will put you to work. We're actually going to have on the July 28th, the day before the event, we're going to have a volunteers meeting. So that way, when we get there on Sunday, everybody knows where to go,
some
what
little
to do.
training.
That's right, because I mean, when you're bringing in this many people, if we have 700 kids plus parents,
You've
about
got a crowd.
half of Cannon County will be there before you
Yes,
know it,
it will.
so it's gonna be a pretty big deal. And a special thanks to a lot of the businesses who have donated. We've got a lot of, I can't name them all right now, but we will be having a special thank you at the day of the event with some signage and some other things. So definitely want to thank all those businesses and individuals who helped us with getting to this goal, so.
And get some underoos and bring them.
Undy Sunday.
Undy
Sunday.
Right.
Everybody's
Well,
ready for
thank you
Undy
guys
Sunday.
for having us on.
Thank y'all.
I think
Appreciate
it's-
this opportunity.
Sure you
This
didn't
is
draw
great.
that in your
No, we have.
We think this is a great event, right here.
Well, good.
The more of these we have, the merrier. I think this is a
This
good
is called
thing.
community coming together.
Yes, it is.
It is. It's talking about the community coming together for folks and making a difference.
Yes, and this will make a difference. There should be a lot of people, and I'm sure there will be, that will be very thankful for this.
We hope
Because
so.
it's, hey.
I'm
it's
sure you're
good
going to get a
thing.
few phone calls, Caroline,
That's
off
right.
this one. There's
Well,
the chamber folks who
that's
keep
all
calling
right.
and
If
asking.
you can't remember names, you can call the chamber. I'll be glad to direct you in the right direction, 563-2222. And I'll hook you up with whoever you need to see, depending on what you need. So
Thank you.
that'll be
Thank you.
fine.
Thank you very much.
Thank both of you. In fact, tell Daisy.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Way to go,
Way to
Daisy.
go.
I'm a little disappointed Daisy was not here.
Daisy would have made a much better camera
Yeah.
presentation than
That's
either one of
fine.
us.
Y'all did fine. Uh-huh.
But, that's one of the things that started from a meeting. just a
Sitting
few
around
folks-
the table talking. That's exactly how that
And coming up
started.
with an idea, and that happened right here in your own community. And that's something special, I think, about Cannon County for folks out there that's never visited here. We are a special place. And
We
so
are.
We would like for you to come, look around. You might decide to stay.
Yeah, you might be house hunting before you know
We got a few of those.
it. Yeah, we got some of them too. Okay, Connie, let's get back on track here about what all, we got the Women's Day Luncheon, we've got Red Apple Days, and of course, United Way is having a fundraiser, and also We Care Cannon, and that's not a fundraiser. That's going to give you something. So this is certainly good for our community. Cruising on the Square, we've had some hot weather, not much for storms, but the next one will be Saturday, July 21st from 4 to 8. It's on the square in Woodbury. Hopefully it'll start cooling down a little bit. It can't be much hotter than it was in June. All cars, trucks, and motorcycles are welcome. We love for y'all to come sit around. Usually we have someone there with refreshments, but if you feel like you want to go to one of the restaurants in the area, we encourage that. That's a fun thing to do. We do give outdoor prizes. We have a 50-50 drawing, so you know, you might come and then go home a little wealthier than when you came there. It doesn't cost you anything to get in. You just bring your vehicle and sit down and brag about it. That's what we do.
And then you need folks to come and see them, because I think it's
Yes,
very
it
fun. We
is.
have folks that will ride through town and go, ooh, look at those cars, and I see them turn around and come back, and they get out and walk around and
Yeah.
talk to folks and reminisce about when they had one, or they wish they had one.
Yeah.
Their neighbor had a
Or
car
they
like
wish
that.
they had kept theirs.
Or they wish they'd kept theirs. Isn't that the truth? And how much work some of these folks have put into their vehicles and made them special. So Cruise In on the Square, July 21st. If you've not ever been to one, come by and check it out. So I think that'll be fun. So what's going on down at the Art Center? I know they've been working on some new plays.
They've got Cheaper by the Dozen and Peter Pan, and they are going to be doing auditions for this. And I believe Cheaper by the Dozen is the October showing for that. So if you're interested in trying out for that show, it will be Thursday, August 16th at 6:30 p.m. and Saturday, August 18th at 12:30 p.m. And that's for children's ages 6 to 14. Monday 8:20 at 6:30 p.m. and Tuesday 8:21 at 6:30 for ages 15 through adults. And then the Peter Pan auditions will start in August also. And if you need information on any of the events or any of the shows, you can call the Art Center at 563-2787. And they'll be glad to tell you all you need to know about it. And I believe that their next showing will be a musical, Xanadu. Will be August 10th through the 25th. And you can get reserve tickets for that too, because they have good. Legally Blonde has been on.
Legally Blonde has been there, and I hear that is a very good show. Of course, Xanadu, you're going there for the music. You're just going there for the time period, the music, and I think that's going to be something exciting for everybody. But these auditions, these are young people. If they've got a talent, and they've been walking around your house with that hairbrush and the microphone, and they can act, or you think they can act. This is a great opportunity.
All kids can act.
They know how
They
to
do
act.
know
Let me
how
just
to
tell you,
act.
that's one of
All
the first
kids
things
do.
they learn. But the Art Center gives them a great opportunity to put that
It does.
to formal use, and so.
It does. Even in their music, they have a lot of, areas where they could use younger people. Maybe you're not talented as far as for singing or dancing or whatever, but they need people that can use sound equipment, lighting. This is a great place to learn.
Backstage, learning
Right,
how to move
right.
equipment around for backstage. There takes a lot of folks to put on a program.
Takes
And
a village.
It does, and none of those skills but you may be the best ticket person they got. But they're all the time needing volunteers there at the Art Center, and I
That's
know that those folks are very interested in having opportunities for the whole community, so.
And of course, we'll get into more of this later on, but coming up in September, is it, where they have the White Oaks
White Oaks.
Festival, and that's craft fair. That's always a big draw from people out of state come to that. They really do. So we get to showcase our artisans at that.
And if
That's
you're
a
an
good-
artist and you have a fine art skill that you'd like to have displayed, get in touch with the Art Center. This is a high-level arts crafts festival,
It
so
is
you turn
juried,
in, and
so-
it is juried. So turn in your sample, and they will get in touch with you and see if you can display that.
That's
So,
right.
very good.
And another really active place is the senior center, and what do you got on the
I
agenda?
would tell you, when you said it, boy, it was June hot. And,
It was hot.
June was hot, and July has been fast. I mean, just speed. Things have been coming and going, getting ready for this year. We've been very excited to add a new piece of exercise equipment to the center, and that has been a huge hit.
Got them standing in line.
We got them standing in line to exercise. Is that not funny? But we have a new piece of exercise equipment. As long as they're a senior member, they can come in and get on that. It's called a PhysioFit machine, and literally you sit down in it just like we would be sitting. You push with your feet, and you actually work your arms. So you're working all those extremities, and it is really a really good piece of equipment. We're excited to have that. We do have a new trip that we've added to our schedule. We have a trip to San Antonio, Texas coming up in the upcoming year. So if you're interested in traveling with a group to San Antonio, Texas, give us a call. We can talk to you about how you go about getting information about that. We have so many activities sometimes that, we forget to say thank you to a lot of folks. We want to say thank you to all of our volunteers that help out at the Senior Center. I always have different times to do that. And this last month, we had Elvis here, the real Elvis. He was really shaking it. But we had Elvis came to the Senior Center for our quarterly birthday party, and he did a live show here in Cannon County, and we had so much fun honoring all those folks that had a quarterly birthday party. And so they keep asking me what's going to happen at the next quarterly birthday party.
Well, you can't be
I got to
Elvis.
keep topping these birthday parties. It's going to be something else, but something else that we had going up, we've had a lot of requests for our day trips to come back, so we've brought back a day trip, and we're going up to Kentucky to Patty's 1880s settlement.
Oh,
So it will be a day trip. Now these, to give folks information about a day trip, we leave early in the morning. We're going to be back sometime that day. We make sure we have travel, entertainment, and food is important.
and that is.
In that order. So we're going to Patty's Settlement. It's a $50 trip. Up on the bus, that includes your bus ride all the way up to Kentucky and all the way back. The lunch is going to be a 2-inch pork chop or prime rib or salmon or, what was that last
Too many
one?
choices.
Too many
Connie. You
choices.
just gotta
Oh, it was
tell.
Dawn's Chicken. So they get to choose out of one of those and all the fixings. It'll be a fun event. And if you've ever heard about Patty's Settlement, 1880s kind of settlement village, they've got all kinds of shops and things around that. I think it'll be a fun way to start back our day trips that we're going to be having. And I had some folks call me and said, that might be a little bit out of some of your seniors' price range. It's a great opportunity for family members to say, it's Mother's birthday, she has everything, all those knickknacks. Pay for her to go on a trip. So
And what was it costing you?
it's $50.
Yeah,
And you
but
get
that
a nice
includes
meal,
a meal and the
meal,
bus ride.
bus
and-
ride, and everything all the way up and all the way back. So, transportation is not cheap.
Cheap.
No,
Well,
for
no.
anybody compared to your own transportation at home, it's just not cheap.
No,
so
it's not.
that's a big part of what we have to do, and we're going to be taking like a Greyhound type bus. So. We invite folks to come out. But that's just some of the things that are going on now and coming up here at the Senior Center. And
You know what I was thinking about today?
what?
Is what was going to be your theme for the Christmas gala. I don't know why I'm thinking
No,
about
not
Christmas.
the Christmas
but-
gala, but we do. We have a committee that will be starting on our next board meeting, and they will be coming up with a theme for the Christmas gala. You're exactly right. It'll be held in this room, and I've already got folks calling that want to decorate a table. So.
Oh, well, put me
You're
down.
on the list. Don't go on vacation, or it's not your anniversary this year.
Oh.
And we will definitely have you down for a table for the gala.
Oh, I don't know why I love that event so much. I've never been one that, I mean, I set the table at home, but not so much formally. I mean, it's my husband and I, you know, I put knives
Paper
and forks
plates.
on a napkin and 2 plates down there.
The
But
fire
I
child.
love this event. I just love to see the creativity that other women have, that you never think about, depending on what the theme is. And I really enjoy doing it, I do.
It is one of those events that you come up with and it just kind of takes off and kind of gets a mind of its own. And, you know, folks would love to know early what the theme is so they can go ahead and start looking for decorations
yeah.
for their table. In fact, I have had dueling folks for entertainment that night, so we will have a full entertainment night.
Isn't that great when they come to you?
When they come to me, and I don't have to go find them, but we always have great entertainment.
That's
It's
true.
just a fun night out, and again, this kind
And
of
that's
night.
for men or women. You have a table of 8. You can bring family members, have your own guests come, fill up your table. You have a great meal, great entertainment. They give out awards, and usually you have a silent auction,
Yeah,
which
we do.
always adds a little bit to it.
It does, and we always get some really unique items that
Yeah,
we've
we
maybe
do.
found throughout the year, and then we bring them out for the silent auction for that, so.
This is fun.
Yes, and you know, you're sitting here thinking about July, but my daughter is a teacher, and when I talked to her yesterday was her birthday, and she turned 25. It was really tough on her and me.
I remember
Tough on me.
well. I remember
And
well.
I made the mistake of asking her when she had to go back, and she said August 1st, and I was like, you're kidding. Summer vacation is not much anymore. It just, they get out
Well,
at the end of May,
and-
June, July.
That's
It's a-
right. Another thing in August, I know we're running short on time probably, but another thing that is always fun, and this is a fundraiser for our art center, and they have their reverse raffle.
Oh, yes.
And a dinner. This will be August 4th. This is a unique event because it's not like your normal go in and buy a ticket to a raffle. It's a reverse type raffle. So, you know, to find out more about this, and they have some great prizes for this, great grand prize and everything. You can call the Art Center and they can tell you about that too. And also in August, we will be having the rodeo. Will come to town, and that's always a big event, and that will be Saturday, August 24th and 25th. But next month, we'll have time to talk a little bit about that, but
Maybe we'll have some folks here that
the
will
fun
give us-
never ends, does it?
It does not, and that reverse raffle is amazing. You pay $75, and you want to be the last person
Yes,
drawn.
you
You
do.
want to
You
be
do.
the last person drawn out of the hat.
But they have some great prizes.
They do.
in that. They do.
Overnight hotels in Nashville, dinners out.
I
all
think there
kinds
was
of
a
things.
cash award
Yes.
last year, and I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was very impressive. It
But
was.
put your name in.
All right.
Yay. But lots of things going on here in Cannon County. We invite you to come and make a visit. We want to thank DTC3 for sponsoring and having us on TV, and we hope we entertained you for a little while and told you a little bit about what's going on here in the big city.
We tell you a little bit. This is a town, Connie.
I forgot,
Turney
Mr.
told you.
Turney told me it's not a city. That's their claim. We
That's
are the
right.
big town of Woodbury.
That's all right. We want to see you here. We don't care which one of them you go to. So we just want to thank you for listening, and we do hope to see you in Cannon County, and we'll see you again next month.